N.W. Smith. So the other day, I had a dream, and I woke up. I can remember portions of the dream. It was about Casper, and I know you're probably laughing, but not Casper the ghost, but it was about a 1700 war soldier or general. He was dressed in some of those shoulder stuff with the yellow laces on him and stuff like that with a sword. Um, I ended up fighting him to the death and stuff like that. But anyways, so I woke up and immediately I started looking into Casper because even my wife heard me yelling out in my sleep that I was fighting somebody named Casper. So um, I woke up, so I started looking into him. Wikipedia, um, I took to, well, first I took to Google. Google just gave me the name, what does it mean, and stuff like that. Nothing really much to it. I took the online etymology, they didn't have anything about Casper. I took to Wikipedia, and Wikipedia gave me some information about Magi's. Okay, um, Casper, um, the name coming from the name Gasper, being the king of the Magi's, mentioned in the Bible. So I started looking at that because they give a image of them right there of these black, like the African style black. Like when I say black, like people that actually are this color black, not this color black, or brown. You know what I mean. But they're riding on camels, right? And I click on the part where it says biblical magi's, and then it takes me to some people that look Mediterranean and look nothing like the painting they give. So I was frustrated. I was really frustrated. And the name. I also remember I heard the name while looking over stuff about Zoroism, right? Because a lot of this is happening around the Casper Sea. So I'm thinking that's where it was in my mind. Whatever. So I'm going over that, and I couldn't find anything. So I gave it a rest. And yesterday I started looking into other stuff, like the cult of orange. How was it? The what's that soda there? Orange Crush. Orange Crush was put together by what Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan here in America. They sell their version of Orange Crush, so when we're buying it, we're buying up there and we're supporting them, and we didn't even know it. I've been learning about scientists that actually got into like Star Trek. What was it? Captain Picard. He got his name from the Freemason that wrote the show for him. Took the name from two brothers that went up in an air balloon that took them up, so I think it was like 10 miles into the sky, and just being up that high they were able to see that the earth is not round. It's in a round shape, what is called like those snow globes. uh, and then so miraculously after they come down and they're writing about this, they end up dead, and how he named them, Captain Picard from Star Trek The Next Generation after them. And I was learning about scientists. They're claiming in urban city areas, especially Detroit, the DNA of poor people, which I mean, I think it's just code when they say poor or the less fortunate. It's just code for us. Their DNA is changing, and they have two sources. They think it's happening through the food that they're eating, right, and the vibrations from electricity in the atmosphere, especially around hotspot Wi-Fi areas, is really affecting their DNA. But they won't tell you what it's turning into. Of course, they're not gonna give us our cake and let us eat it too. We gotta do the rest. So I was looking into that, and it made me mad. It made me upset to know all the stuff I was finding out. So I got away from it. Went back to looking into Casper today, and went back into looking into the Casper and the Magi's, which they gave me this time around. I put in what was it, Magi Negroes, right? And it gave me some animated shows which had nothing to do with us, but at least that I could see. But it also gave me a Wikipedia link to a page called the Magical Negro, and it's basically, not basically, it is the characters of Negroes in a lot of movies that they're, you think about like the Green Mile, magical black people that are always there to rescue or to uplift white folks from whatever position they're in, morally into a better position through their magic. Instead of going to black folks and lifting, their way of life, they use their magic on other people. Morgan Freeman's done it. Whoopi Goldberg's done it in her movies. It's a classical role, and I read all the stuff that Spike Lee had to say about it. The magical Negro, because that's where it really got brought up, was a conversation he had with students through a campus. So from there, I'm feeling like I'm not finding anything, and I searched for um, how did I search for this? It was along the lines of magi, but it brought me to a page called I can't. I just wish I can't remember it. I was so excited when I came across it, but it brought me to a painting through images, and it was called the. It's called the Negro Belshazzar painting. So I'm looking at that, and it's a classical like 1700 painting of a Negro in court and stuff like that, wearing garments and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, this is interesting. So I took that and searched for it, and it led me to a whole group of information about the Spanish dressing up on June 6th, um, riding camels through Spain, right? Like they are the three wise men of the Bible or of the book of Matthew. And they go to the little boys and girls and they give them, presents, and they take their wish list and stuff like that, the same way you do with Santa. But they paint their face black with big red lips, right? And it's supposed to lead back to King Belshazzar, right? A magi, which I haven't figured out how to connect the two, it being a magi and Belshazzar, because I thought he was a Syrian. I could be wrong. I gotta go back and look at it again. Um, but yeah, they connect. These people are doing the same thing they do with all these other festivals where they dress up as black people. You know what I'm saying? And paint their faces and stuff like that, and then they go out and mock them. So, oh, and the this is where the whole Casper part connected here, at least, is the names of the three kings that they really try to mock. One of the names of the king is Casper. So I found this to be all really interesting. So, anyways, I'll leave everything I found in the description box. Check it out if you feel like it. Anyways, it's MW Smith, and I'm out. Oh, Arthur Scott, please, if there's any way you can get a hold of me, man, I gotta hear from you, man. We gotta talk. All right, so just please get a hold of me. Anyways, I'm out.